Welcome back, guys. As you can see, we're on the Sport Glide, and I don't know if you guys follow me on Facebook, but I put a post up last night. I'll just insert picture below. So cut a long story short, I was meant to be taking out the FXDR 117 stage 4 today, but because of the weather, and as you can see at the moment, the roads are really ropey, really wet, we called it off last minute, which is absolutely fine, totally understand. One of those things, living in the UK, awesome. However, whilst all that was going on, I took a call from the guys at Sykes, and unfortunately there seems to be a bit of a Sport Glide shortage in the UK, and there's a high demand for the bikes as well. Unlike the US, where I was speaking to John Maxwell and he said it's totally the other way round. So the boys have got a customer that really wants this bike, and Steve asked for it back last night, and I totally get it. You know, at the end of the day, you know, their priority is sales. They give me a really good opportunity on the channel to do these customization series, but at the same time I completely understand that sales is what they've got to do. If this is the only bike that they can sell, then they've basically got to sell it. So sorry chaps and ladies watching, do apologise, but I think we've got a plan. Before I show you the bike that we're going to be working on, I just want to give you guys a bit of an update with the Bassini situation. So firstly, thank you for all your comments. I read every single one of them, all good, so thank you for that. So as most of you quite rightly pointed out, Bassini do another exhaust for the Sport Glide, which doesn't wrap around the cam and gives a higher clearance. For me, that would have been the obvious solution we would have gone for, and just seen how it worked. And again, I would have gone through the roundabouts and just seen if there was any scrapage on that at all. What was interesting was that some of you guys were saying, well, it's Bassani, they do scrape. You know, just bear with it and grind it out. Grind it out. I'm not grinding out £1,000 exhaust. They need to get their R&D sorted out. What was disappointing from my perspective is that I didn't get a response email from the guy in R&D. I do know he's on annual leave, but do you know what? The basic things like putting an out of office on and saying who next to email would have been a good start. Other people were asking me, what is my beef with Vance and Hines? And just to make it clear, I haven't got any beef. It's just when you eat the same pizza over and over again with the same topping, you just want to change things up, that's all. So to wrap up Bassini Gate problems, what I would have done, we would have changed it in for other exhausts. And actually guys, changing that exhaust is a bit of a challenge in itself. And I don't mean the actual installing, I mean the actual explaining to the distributor the reasons why you want to change it. Bit of a nightmare there. Then we would have brought in the new Bassani exhaust, and if that hadn't worked, I definitely would have gone to TBR, and that would have been job done, because the ground clearance is massive on the TBR exhaust. As you can see, the weather has taken a pretty bad turn for the worse. I did have my waterproofs on this morning because it did say down here it's going to rain, but yeah, in true fashion I haven't, so I am proper suffering. The life of riding in the UK. Oh, so we've arrived. I got water in my boots. I'm absolutely soaking, but hey, we're gonna pick up another Harley today. All good. Yeah, I know. Nightmare. Absolute nightmare. My boots are soaked.
I don't know what scratches you put on it.
Yeah. This is yours. This is your Sport Glide.
No, it ain't.
Ta-da! So here it is, FXDR. Comment section assemble. So the plan is we're going to have this bike for quite a long time, hopefully, and we're going to do some stuff to it. Let's start this up. That actually sounds alright. Right, so let me get on the road and I can talk to you guys a bit more. So let's talk FXDR. So the FXDR has had a bit of a bad rep in the UK and definitely in the US. I think I know only 2 people that have got one. That's Chris, who's obviously got his 117 FXDR, which I can't wait to take out. And the other one is, well, it's Blockhead, of course. Must admit, I was a little surprised to have the FXDR, but actually it could be a fun bike to do a bit of work on. For me personally, I think Harley should have brought this out a little bit differently. I think it should have been all blacked out. I think they should have done 117 and called it like the S line, similar to the FXDLS, and I think that would have created more of a buzz about this bike. And in fact, in terms of what I want to do with this bike for however long we have it for on the channel, that's the road that I definitely want to go down. So this FXDR is pretty much standard. Okay, it's got the Screaming Eagle pipe on the back, and I believe it's had an FP3 on it, so it's had a stage 1 tune, but straight away that air filter needs to go. It's the ugliest thing I've seen. So many things I want to do to this bike. I want to get rid of these clip-ons. I hate them, absolutely pants. And those indicators, you know, I've got some ears on me, but they are massive. I think there's lots of opportunity with this bike, so let's see what we can do with it. Short vlog today, guys, but I just wanted to give you an update on where we're going next with the channel, what we're doing in terms of the bikes. As always, appreciate the support. I do apologise about the Sport Glide. Out of my hands, bit of a gutter, but let's see what magic we can do to this thing. But as always, safe riding, all the best. Motonewbrider.